Now it's the Super Bowl.
So you've been super excited today.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
Because no, you're ready for some prop bets.
Yeah.
And I've got the full prop bet sheet here coming up for the Super Bowl via ESPN.com and Caesar Sportsbook. And so we're gonna dive into these, and then final segment, I'm gonna get you some of the weird props.
Oh, those are my favorite.
We're gonna start with the standard, like coin toss, touchdown first, those kind of prop bets. But last segment, we're going to get into some of the weird stuff.
Yes.
Gatorade color, national anthem length.
Yeah. Oh man.
How many times Tom Brady will be mentioned?
So many times. And the Gatorade color and stuff like that, like that kind of stuff gets even more crazy now. Because like think about it. Teams and games and just sports are doing weird stuff nowadays with like celebrations and stuff. Like remember all the bowl games with all the different, like it wasn't Gatorade for half of them. There were like Cheez-Its getting poured on people, mayonnaise, potatoes, or what was it, French fries at one point. Like there's so many different things. So I mean, they could do anything with the Gatorade color. It'd be great. So no, I'm pumped. Yeah, no, these are like prop bets and things like that. The like weird parts of sports, not even weird, but I don't know. I just love sports, right? And we talk so much about like who's going to win, who's going to be the best player, who's going to be most important, blah blah blah. That some of this stuff just makes me even more excited.
So just to give you an example, I'm looking now at 5 different bets that you can place for commercial to play first.
Oh man.
I mean, so the big one that you can do is commercial to play first, Budweiser, Bud Light Next, which have you seen what Bud Light Next is?
No.
They made a carb-free beer. Mick Ultra, Bud Light Hard Seltzer, Mick Ultra, Organic Seltzer, or Cutwater Spirits. All of those Anheuser-Busch stuff, right? And then, but the overarching commercial to play first, Meta.
Oh, God.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Google, or Budweiser.
Wow.
You know what's sketchy about that? The TV network can determine
which one goes. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you
gotta put your money on the one with the lowest odds. I guess with the highest odds, like the one that's going to pay out the least, because that's what Vegas, when they go and call whatever producers put the commercials out there first.
Yeah,
and they're like, hey, we need to know.
Right, and then they make it what they want to. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's interesting. I really hope for my own enjoyment, I guess, like because the Anheuser-Busch, that's probably going to be funny. Right?
No, here's a great one. Halftime show, Snoop Dogg to smoke on stage. Yes, minus 115. No, minus 115.
Well, it's in LA, right? Yeah. Anyway, with the commercials, like selfishly, I hope the Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch one goes first, because like all those other three, let's be real. Like you're watching the Super Bowl, you can't wait for the commercials. Sometimes the game's a snooze fest. Sometimes.
I don't think this one will be.
I don't think it will be either. But then you get to the commercials and you're like, all right, let's get to some humor. Let's get to some funny stuff. And then it's like, welcome to Meta. We're doing great things for the world. And you're like, all right.
If I see Mark Zuckerberg on my TV, I'm turning it off.
I'm like, we get it. Yes, there's going to be some heartfelt stuff in there, but for the first one, at least,
something's going to make me cry. Funny. Something's going to make me cry.
For the first one, I want it to be funny. Please, God. Please, God, let the first commercial be funny.
The Budweiser dog ones usually get me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Or like if they do anything with like a military member coming home or something like that. Oh,
yeah, those are tough. There's one that's got me before, and I'm trying to remember what I think it was a Chevy commercial. I don't know, but they listen.
It's just crazy. It
ain't hard to get these tear ducts working. But no, there are some wonderful, wonderful prop bets that we're gonna get to. I mean, but I'm looking here and it says color of Snoop Dogg's shoes at halftime. Snoop Dogg might be in a little bit of trouble, so I don't even know if Snoop Dogg's gonna be there. So some of these bets might be getting handed back. I don't know. But before we do the prop bets, I want to talk a little bit about just the Super Bowl in general, because one, I think the narratives around this one, I don't know that really it's sunk in yet to people that it's like, one, Tom Brady's not there.
Yeah. Neither is Pat Mahomes. Like, I
And
mean,
and two, it's not really the usual suspects, right? The Rams are back in it
yeah,
after what, a 3-year hiatus, but it's a completely different looking Rams team
yeah,
than the one that we saw last time. I mean, the wide receivers the last time we saw the Rams were kind of second fiddle, right? Where it was just they had some okay wide receivers, but it was really the Sean McVay scheme. Now you have the arguably the best receiver in the NFL in Cooper Cup, and then Odell Beckham Jr., who's kind of having a career resurgence where it's like maybe it wasn't OBJ's fault, maybe it was Baker Mayfield, but
yeah.
the wide receivers are the biggest part of this team. Van Jefferson's awesome, and then you have the career arc of Matt Stafford, who 1 year outside of Detroit, and
Mhm.
he's in a damn Super Bowl. And I think it's cool because really the Rams have kind of changed the metrics on what you can do in the NFL, where it's everyone's always said you got to build through the draft, got to get the draft right, got to build through the draft, got to build. Out of their 5 most important players, 2 of them they drafted, Aaron Donald and Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
Did they draft Cooper Cup?
No, I'm pretty sure Cooper
No.
Cup's been around. I think he's
So
been around
one.
in a couple different places.
So 1.
Yeah.
And then you go out and you're like, all right, well, I want an awesome team. So let's go get Von Miller. Let's go get Matt Stafford. Who cares about draft picks? Let's just go get these guys.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr. Let's go get this guy. You guys can build for the future. We're going to build for winning a Super Bowl right now. They've kind of changed the metric. And then the flip side of that, you have we're going to build through the draft team, right?
Yeah.
You go out, you get some T. Higgins in there, you get a Hendrickson in there. And then when you have the chance to go draft your franchise quarterback, you get Joe Burrow. He gets hurt. You're still drafted inside the top 5. You go out, you get the best wide receiver in the draft and Jamar Chase. And you just kind of build through that. All of a sudden, you're in the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
So I think it's 2 conflicting styles. And I think it's pretty cool to see both of them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And
Yeah, he was selected by the Rams in the 3rd round of the 2017 draft.
Okay, there you go. I
Yeah.
think I'm
But
also,
my point was going to be 2 out of your 5 best players you drafted. The other 3, Von Miller, Matt Stafford, and OBJ,
yeah.
you all just went out and got.
Throw Jalen Ramsey in there if
Oh,
you want
hell,
to.
God,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a ton of them on there. But no, you're exactly right, and I think you can follow that scheme like all the way to the coaching staffs as well, where both of these head coaches are obviously offensive minded guys, but you have Sean McVay, who is kind of the the path that everyone was trying to follow, right? If you were a friend of Sean McVay's, 5 years ago, you were going to get a coaching job in the NFL because of what he was doing with Jared Goff and that offense. So like just the offensive mastermind, quote unquote, and now getting his second chance in the Super Bowl with, like you said, probably a much better unit from top to bottom. And then you have Zach Taylor, right, with the Bengals, who it's his 2nd year in the league. I was listening to Kevin talking about it yesterday. Like, just we talk about Joe Burrow and the way this Bengals team has been built. Let's talk about the head coach as well. Just getting his shot with the Bengals, doing a pretty solid job. Then, of course, Burrow gets hurt last year, and you got to work your way back from that as a whole and kind of get through the end of last season. But 2nd year in the league and having a chance to do something that so many other great coaches in the NFL have never been able to do. So, and obviously doing a great job calling plays and building that offense around Joe Burrow and just being able to do what they've been able to do. So it's been crazy to see that as well. And like you said, from top to bottom, the differences, some of the similarities, but mostly the differences from these 2 teams have been, wild to watch and wild to think about, and can't wait to see them clash here on Sunday.
All right, before we go to break here, because we're going to come back, we're going to get into these prop bets. Favorite just Super Bowl memory? Because I know usually watching it with people and just seeing the moments. I mean, can I guess? Can I guess? Knowing your sports fandom,
right? I mean,
can I guess?
Probably,
can I guess?
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Why are you going to give it away? Will you let me guess?
I'm not giving anything away. Go ahead.
James Harrison pick 6.
Really?
That or the toe tap.
It's got to be the toe tap.
Okay.
I mean, it's got to be the toe tap, which I wish it was like Jerome Bettis comes close to that.
Okay.
If I'm being real, like Jerome Bettis being able to win in 2005 in his hometown of Detroit, like that's incredible. But just for one moment, the excitement and the rush of seeing it and feeling it, because Pittsburgh had been dominating pretty much that game the whole time. Then the
Yeah.
Cardinals come back and storm back and take the lead, and you're like, are we about to lose this thing? And then boom, San Antonio Holmes, Ben Roethlisberger, the toe tap, triple coverage in the back of the end zone. Like, oh my gosh, it was insane. So that's got to be one of my favorite. Actually, my second favorite, probably, and this might be surprising to you, is the interception by Malcolm Butler of Russell Wilson.
Wait, you are a Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
Wait, hold on. It's a story, right?
Wait, how? Wait, you're not even a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. You're a Steagles fan. You're a Eagles Steelers fan.
Right.
And so, like, how is the Philly special not above Malcolm Butler?
See, that's incredible. But at the same time, it's about my buddy, right? It's about my friend who I met in college, and we were at his place watching.
Is he a Patriots fan?
Yes.
No, come on.
I know. I don't like it either.
But how
like,
how does that? It's just one of 6.
It was about, like, you don't get it, man. He, like, I watch.
No,
sports.
I do get it.
No.
How many Super Bowls did he have before
I
that?
watch sports and I get into it and whatnot. And like me and my brothers, like, of course we get into it. We get mad, all this other stuff. My buddy Danny, man, he gets into it. Like I like there's a different, like, he's yelling at the TV.
I could give a rip.
Dude, if you could be there in the
I
moment
wouldn't care.
that, like, that happened.
How many Super Bowl wins did his
happened,
team have in the decade prior
fine.
to this game?
That's fine.
It
Like you
doesn't
said,
matter.
It's about one moment. It's about the energy in the moment.
It doesn't
and dude,
matter.
He brought it. He was like, like, I thought someone died. It was insane. And at first, like, we didn't know what happened, right? Because we thought it was going to be a touchdown for sure. Back against the wall. Like, he's over there, like,
you know what this is? You know what this is? This is Bryce. No,
insane.
this is Bryce Young, 5-star, number 1 rated quarterback in the country, saying no one ever believed in me. This is what this is. This is the same vibes I'm getting. Is wow, it was just such an emotional moment to see my friend watch his team win their 5th Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was crazy. Again, it was about the energy he brought. Like after
I don't care, Danny. If you're listening to this, I don't care.
I thought the roof was.
You got
was
some.
coming
You got
down.
some questionable friends,
It is what it
PJ.
is. I have some crazy friends.
No, questionable.
No, he's a great dude.
No,
Like,
you
don't
have some questionable friends.
say that about.
He's got some character flaws. Mostly, he's a Patriots fan.
That's
But
the biggest one.
But you also have friends that schedule their weddings in October on a Saturday
We're not talking about them right now.
when Penn State's playing a top 4
Yeah.
matchup.
We're not talking.
You have
about
some
them
questionable
right now.
friends.
I agree with that, and
as your friend,
they're in the doghouse.
I have to call out your other friends.
They're still in the doghouse.
Tell me
October.
you don't think that if you had been home watching that game, Penn State wins.
I'm not really like that.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, if you were at home watching that and they had your 100% focus, Penn State wins that game.
Then Sean Clifford doesn't get hurt.
Correct.
Or whatever.
Penn State wins that game.
Okay.
So I'm putting that loss on your friends.
All right, that's fine. No, I'm down with that. I mean, you can put it on them, but I'm not really like.
You have some questionable friends. Let's take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to dive into these prop bets next, right here on ESPN Radio. Second Down on ESPN Radio is presented to you by the Uniform Source. 2 different locations in Savannah to take care of all of your uniform needs. PJ,
Let's go.
program director.
Oh, no.
What time Super Bowl coverage start on Sunday?
Early enough.
I know kickoff's at 6.
Yeah. And before that,
There's going to be some stuff.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Check in midday, and you'll be able to get ready for the Super Bowl.
It's just primetime Super Bowl coverage. Kick off your weekend mornings with the Back Nine Boys for Rich Childs.
Of course, always do that. And then, go out, listen to the radio, listen to ESPN Coastal on your radio as you go out and get some lunch and whatnot. Keep it on, and then take your afternoon nap. Also, while listening to ESPN Coastal, by the time you wake up, you'll be hearing Super Bowl coverage, pregame coverage, with kickoff coming later that night. Yeah.
Well, there we go. So y'all always kick it off with Rich Styles on the Back Nine Boys.
Of course.
One of the smoothest voices in the business. But
yeah, no doubt about that.
We got some prop bets to get to here, PJ. And I know this is what you've been excited for all day.
Yeah.
So do you want a couple warm up ones first, just to get you flowing a little bit, kind of like when you play Warzone, you get some rebirth in before you dive into Caldera. You know.
That's probably a good tactic. I should probably do that more.
All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and dive into it here. Coin toss, heads or tails, plus 100 both sides.
Oh, tails always.
Tails never fails?
Yeah. Until it does, but tails.
What? No, wasn't it in the it was the Bengals, right? They called heads and it was tails, and then the Chiefs got the ball first, but then obviously the interception. But I was sitting there, I was like, how do you not call tails?
Right. What are you doing?
How do you not call tails? You know what? You know what?
We got our one warm up in. I'm
gonna go heads. All right. What will happen first,
wow.
PJ?
Okay.
A sack or a touchdown?
With sack for sure. Yeah.
I'll say if the Rams get the ball first, a touchdown.
Probably, yeah.
I'll say if the Bengals get the ball first, probably a sack.
Yeah.
Even though I do think there's going to be a lot of max protection in this game, that'll be one thing to watch. I think for me is the Bengals probably going to leave a tight end and a running back in and run some 3-man routes or some 2-man routes because Jamar Chase, they're going to force feed him. Even if they try to double cover him, they're going to force feed him. I think you're going to see some max protection in this game, but I'm going to go sack in this one. Will the game be tied after 0-0?
Oh, wow. That's
wow. We got our first Owen Wilson of the day.
That's wild.
Wow. Wow.
I'll go with
Wow.
It could be tied early, probably like mid-second quarter. Yeah.
Can I add one to it? Will it be tied after the third quarter?
No.
You think the Rams are just going to run away with it?
Not necessarily, but I don't think it'll be tied.
All right. I'm going to say yes, and I think it will be tied late because both of these teams have been playing close games down to the wire in this postseason. Total passing yards by Matthew Stafford over under 280.5.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
I'll actually go the under because I think
some Cam Akers yardage.
Yeah, I think the Rams are going to be a little bit more balanced in this one, and also have both their running backs involved pretty well. So I'll go under. This still has a great game, but under 280.
I'll take the over on that one. I think they're gonna have to throw to win. Total touchdown passes by Matt Stafford over under 1.5.
Over.
As we get just blessed with the musical stylings of one Ben Troop. All right, you're going over?
Yeah, I'll go over. 1.5 was perfect. If it was any more than 2, I would have said under. But I think like 270 with 2 touchdowns seems perfect.
Man, that's an interesting line because the Bengals kind of play that bend but don't break defense. And so, is it a Cam Akers punching it in from 3 yards out?
Right.
Stealing some touchdowns from Stafford. He had 2 against the 49ers in that win. I'm trying to see in the divisional round. I know he had more than 2. I'm trying to see how many. Oh, no. Yeah, yep. 2. 2 again. That's a wonderful line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the over. I'll take the over in that one. All right, over under 8.5 receptions by Cooper Kupp.
Oh, man. 8.5. I'll go under because, like I said, I think they're going to
9 in the divisional round.
Yeah, I think they're going to spread the spread the wealth here. And I think they're going to need to. Like you said, it's more of a bend but
He
not
had
break
9
defense.
in the divisional round, 11 in the conference championship.
Yeah. I'm still go under. I think they're going to get Van Jefferson involved. OBJ passes to the backs a little bit more to keep the Bengals on their toes. Like I think under. I think the highest anyone gets is like 8 to 7.
PJ, you don't make any money betting the under.
Okay,
Taking the over.
that's
I
fine.
think they force feed Cooper Kupp, especially if they're down. He's going to get some receptions. All right, over under 5.5 receptions by OBJ.
I'll go over there. I'll go over there.
I'm going to take over there as well, just because of the kind of off coverage that the Bengals like to play.
Exactly.
He can, like, just those hook routes. I think OBJ gets it. All right, which team will score the longest touchdown?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think you have more opportunity for over the top passes with the Bengals. So I'll go Bengals.
I think so too. I think I'm thinking like just play buster kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like the Rams, they'll get you for like 20, 30 yards. They'll get you with some of those. But I'm talking like break one, Jamar Chase.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is that's where people's minds go. But like you could have a 50-yard bomb to T. Higgins, like in the back corner of the end zone.
And like if you're talking about guys who like to take the shots,
yeah,
Joe Burrow, no problem. And they also run those screen plays really well. I'm gonna take the Bengals on that one as well. Longest reception by Cooper Kupp, over under 28.5 yards.
28?
Yeah, 28.5.
Ooh.
Longest reception.
He's gonna have one over.
You think so?
Yeah, he's gonna have one big one at least.
I'm gonna say under. I think they're gonna play soft. Total rushing yards by Cam Akers, over under 64.5.
I am gonna go with the under for that, and that's not because he'll have a bad game.
Think Sony Michel shows up again. Super Bowl Sony.
There's actually, I've been listening. There's rumors, and if you look back at the last couple games,
hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
PJ Zuko is about to drop some knowledge on us.
Breaking news.
PJ with the rumors. Here we go.
It wouldn't surprise me
Would you
either.
call them rumblings?
Yes, I would definitely rumblings.
Here we go. We got some rumblings.
If you feel them, put
go
your
ahead.
hand close to the ground. You'll definitely feel that.
Ear to the track.
No doubt about it. That's the only way I got this information.
Okay.
No, but not only that,
Did you hear this through the grapevine?
No, I heard it on the radio. But which I mean, keep listening to us here on ESPN Radio. Anyway. And
Thank you
more,
for the softest promo since Rich's promo. I got to pull that up.
You'll get more tidbits like this. No, so it would not surprise me either because of his postseason experience as well. But I've heard that it's going to be more of a balanced attack from Cam Akers and Sony Michel. Sony Michel going to be getting more carries, most likely in the Super Bowl. So I think because of that, and also because of what I said about Matt Stafford, going to be more passes to the backs, which of course, receiving yards, not rushing yards. So I'll go with the under there for Cam Akers on 64 yards.
As our computer, there we go, pulls this thing up from the dredges of the server. It had to knock off the actual cobwebs from the server. PJ, that was the worst station promo I've heard since Rich did this.
Show right here on ESPN Coastal. We're here every Saturday and Sunday. We're now on YouTube. We're on this. We're on that. I don't know. There's just too many to mention. But thank you for being with us.
That was that bad.
We're on everything.
Yeah, we're on this. We're on that. Tune in. Make sure you come. All right, PJ. First touchdown of the game will be passing or something else.
Oh, that's good. Oh man, and they really pull you in with these two quarterbacks too. I'll go simple though. I'll go pass.
See, I think it's gonna be a rushing touchdown first. I think one of the teams will get inside the 5, hand it off to one of these backs, Joe Mixon, Cam Akers, Sony Michel. One of them put it maybe Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford quarterback sneak. I don't know. I think I'll take the other on that one. Plus, it's minus 175 for passing, but it's plus 145 for other. So I'll take the other. And then, you get a fumble, you get a pick six, you get anything, get a kick return, any kind of touchdown other than passing. Yeah, you're good. All right. Well, either team score 3 straight times.
Ooh, man, this is really cooking into the no.
You don't think like field goal, punt, touchdown, punt, field goal?
No, I don't think so. I think even
It's going to be a good
even
game.
with the way
It's going to be a good back and forth affair.
kind of
All right.
even with the way I think this game is going to go, I still think one team will not score that many times. Like I think one team's going to pull away from the other, but like I don't think it's going to be a field goal game at the end. But
I like it.
I still think the other team will have an answer.
All right, over under passing yards, Joe Burrow 276.5.
Over for him. I'll take the over.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the over. I think they're going to work the middle against the Rams, like Ernest Jones, former Ware County Gator, work in the middle there. I think he's healthy enough. He's going to be able to play in this one. Yeah. I think they're going to work the middle on these guys, but also Jamar Chase is going to bust one. T. Higgins, I think, working those in routes. I think he goes well over 276. He's going to be around that 300 number. Touchdown passes for Joe Burrow, over under 1.5.
I'll take the over there too.
Yeah, I'll take it right at 2. I think he's going to get 2 touchdown passes. All right, receptions by Jamar Chase, 5.5.
Over. Yeah, no, over. And it's crazy, right? Because he's going to have Jalen Ramsey on him for sure.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a really fun matchup to watch. But like he's going to get his. Jalen Ramsey's going to have a solid game, but Jamar Chase is going to get his.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Total sacks in the game. So this is combined. Over under 5.
Oh man. Over. I
You think?
over. Yeah, I think that defensive line's going to get after, even with the time they've had to prepare and everything. They're going to get after Burrow, and the Bengals are going to get to Matt Stafford a couple times. So I can see that.
You know what? I'm going to take the under. I think the Bengals are like super cognizant, and they're going to try to get the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of empty sets, I think. And I know it seems counterintuitive, but I think a lot of empty sets. Think about what Georgia did against Alabama in the national championship game, right? Quick screens, just get the ball out of their hands so they don't have to sit there and deal with that pass rush up front. I think I'm going to take the under because flip side of that, I think the Rams have some pretty good pass pro. All right. Final one of just the standard.
Yeah.
All right. Highest scoring quarter will be?
Third quarter.
See, my way of approaching this is typically the first and third quarter are going to be your lowest scoring quarters.
Okay.
Because coming out of the halves, quote unquote, or starting the halves is feeling each other out. Defense usually does pretty well there. It's like a pitcher in baseball. Until the lineup sees them a couple times, the defensive side's going to be better. I think it's going to take a minute for the offenses to kind of figure out what the defenses want to do, especially since the defenses had 2 weeks to prepare for them. I think you got to kind of feel it out. So then it becomes, is it the second quarter? Or is it the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
I think it's the second quarter.
Okay.
I think the fourth quarter is going to be tight. I think the first and the third, you're feeling each other out. I think the second quarter is going to be your highest scoring quarter. All right. I love these. These are your cross sport props. All right. So there's other sporting events happening on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
So these are over unders or more. Who's going to have more, right? Longest reception for Cooper Kupp or points for LeBron James because they're playing the Warriors on February 12th. Yeah.
I've already said that Cooper Kupp is going to have a reception over 28 yards.
So does LeBron break 30?
Well, he needs to break 30 if they're going to have a chance. Like, that's the thing. He has to score 30 like every game in 2022. And they're like on a losing streak. No, give me Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp
Give me Cooper
gets like
Kupp.
a 29-yarder. LeBron puts up like 25 points, something like that.
Something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think
With how bad the Lakers have been playing too. I mean, like, he might not even play in the fourth.
you ain't lying. I'll rock with King James on that one. Yards on his first completion for Matt Stafford. So it could be a 2-yard button hook, could be an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Yards on his first completion for Matt Stafford or assist by Russell Westbrook.
Oh man. It could be a 2-yard button.
It could be a 12-yarder.
But no, it could be 2 yards, but that could get it done. Because like
Damn.
just everything that's going on with Russ right now.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're barely playing him. I'll go. They're gonna need him though against the Warriors, right? If they're gonna have any chance, aren't they? I'll go with Russ. Please, God. Please, Russell Westbrook.
Give me Steph.
Right? Because it's like it could be a 50-yard like pass over the middle.
Or it could be like just a quick little gimme warm up 7-yard slant.
Yeah.
I'll rock with Stafford though on that one. And then final one here before we go to break. Yards of Joe Burrow's longest completion or combined points, rebounds, and assists for Steph Curry.
Ooh. Holy cow.
So if he goes like 20 points or 10 assists and 6 rebounds.
Or the longest
Completion by Joe Burrow.
Longest completion by Joe Burrow. Like he's gonna hit a bomb. He's gonna hit one over the top at some point. He might hit multiple. But is it gonna be more than like
we love
40
this.
yards?
Come on, PJ.
That's the thing.
Come on.
I'm gonna go Steph because I think he's gonna go off because no one on the Lakers can defend that man right now. Tell me who's defending Steph Curry.
I'm not
right
going to, but I am going to take Joe Burrow because I think like if he gets like a 50-yard completion, that's going to be tough for Steph Curry to catch up with, and he's just got to do it one time. I'll go with Joe Burrow on that one.
Give me Steph.
Yep. Sticking with your Steph. I appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to get our predictions for the Super Bowl, and we're going to do some of the weirder, fun prop bets when we come back.
Yes.
This is Second Down right here on ESPN Radio. whoever you are out there, I hope you're having a better afternoon than Kevin Thomas is currently having as he screams at a computer. PJ, I'm worried about us right now.
Those things are going to happen.
That seemed very aggressive. It seemed dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
That was horrifying as we're coming back on the air. But we're just going to power through it.
I'm happy that my office is very far away from the studio, because that'll happen sometimes.
That is true.
It is what it is. You work with computers enough, you're gonna have that.
PJ, we missed a very, very important anniversary.
Okay.
A couple days ago.
Really?
Yes. This sound kind of got me through the past year, and it's from the Presidio County, Texas court, their judicial court system, right?
Okay.
394th judicial court system there in Texas.
Right.
Just tell me if any of this just rings a bell to you, because I think I'm about to take you back a year. But we missed this. This is February 9th of 2021.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
It's just that got me through.
I can see that.
That got me through the past year. But what's even better is the sound as this poor man, as he tries to figure out what's happening, the pain sound.
Don't do it. I can't do it.
For those of you who don't know, this was a Zoom court hearing in the midst of COVID where everything was still shut down. And a lawyer was logging on trying to defend his client. And apparently his daughter or someone had his laptop before him and been playing on Zoom, and it was a cat filter. So there's a lawyer. Can you imagine what the client's thinking? I'm going to jail.
And he's sitting there. Oh,
and this is every person over the age of 30 sound when they have trouble with technology.
Why?
It's like, hey, I need you to reconnect your HDMI. My what?
The problem is just like you can hear that. You hear that all the time. It's like you said. It's just everyone has at least 4 or 5 people they think of when they hear that sound. You might be one of them. Where like,
oh, very soon.
No, I'm saying like not you, but
no,
like
very soon,
the listener, right? Like, just you're having trouble with something and you're trying to figure it out, and then something like surprised you, whatever that you can't do. And it's just like like, I love the fact
that is the sound. No, that is the sound of a person whose technology has passed them by, but they also realize that they are about to take the freedom away from their client because they have a cat filter.
It's true
on their Zoom.
Like, yeah, we can just wrap this up now, right? Like, it's guilty. Okay, all right, we can go. No, but like, I think my second favorite part of that, obviously, that sound is hilarious. But my second favorite part of that whole situation is when he gets done explaining. He stumbles through explaining his struggle.
Yes.
Right? Because he's trying to fix it. He literally calls an assistant over to try and work it out. And at the end of all of it, he says, "Sorry, I'm not a cat.
Not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat."
And then the judge is like, "I can see that."
So we will honor this every February 9th. From henceforth.
Incredible.
Let's dive into some of the weird props here. First missed field goal of the game, PG, will be wide left, wide right, or short. Now, wide left includes the left upright.
Yeah.
Wide right includes the right upright, so it doinks. And the short includes the crossbar.
What if I don't think there's going to be a missed field goal?
You don't bet on this.
I'm not going to bet on it because guess what? In the year of the missed field goals,
there's
not going to
be a missed field goal.
Yes. Go Kickers.
I'm going to take wide left. I think
hope
one of
they
them
have a good game.
I think one of them pulls it. All right, halftime show. Will Eminem wear a hat or a hoodie?
Oh man. I don't think he wears a hat, so hoodie.
We get hoodie shady.
Yeah, I think he's going to wear a hoodie, and it's not going to make any sense because they're in LA, right? But no, he's going to wear a hoodie.
All right, plus $725 for yes, minus $1,800 for no. Will there be a wardrobe malfunction?
What does that even count as? Right? Like, what does that like? Is a jacket falling off?
I have it right here for you. The
Just like-
FCC must issue a fine for yes to be graded the winner.
Oh, okay, then no. With the people
So
who
you will
are
have
going
you
to
would
be,
have to bet $1,800 to make 100.
with the people who are going to be doing the halftime show, I can't see one of them having a wardrobe
All right.
malfunction. Basically,
How many players will have a passing attempt? Over under 2.5.
over.
Oh, really? That was quick.
Yeah, someone's coming out with it.
So there's a
some
couple
sort of
things.
play.
It could be a
You
trick.
you have these two offensive minds as
Yeah.
well. I mean,
It could be a trick, or somebody gets hurt.
mhm.
You got to put a backup quarterback in there.
Yep. You have that defensive line with the Rams. You got the offensive line with the Bengals and everything. And at the end of the day, I think there's going to
Did
be
anybody in the last Super Bowl?
last year's Super Bowl. I'm not sure, but you had Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes. So like,
Well, you
why
have
would
Joe
you,
Burrow and Matt Stafford. What are you trying to say?
come on now? But you also have OBJ, who has thrown touchdown passes in the past. So,
All right.
and it could be a punter, could be a kicker. Yeah.
I really like this one. Last play of the first half graded as a quarterback rush. So, i.e., a kneel.
A kneel down.
Yes, plus 185. No, minus 250.
No.
You don't think so? Maybe a field goal attempt, maybe a lob towards the end zone.
Yeah. With these two offensive minds, I think they're going to be going for it no matter what. So unless they're like just received a kickoff or something and they're on the 20-yard line, their own 20 with like 7 seconds left. But no, I think they're going to be probably a pass attempt or a field goal.
Will any scoring drive take less time than it takes to sing the national anthem?
Oh, wow. Yes. Yeah, I think there will be a quick one. Maybe a turnover or something like that, like put you on like the 30-yard line, then a big play right after that. Yeah, give me yes on that.
What color liquid will be poured on the winning coach of Super Bowl 56?
Blue.
That's going off at plus 600. And I think PJ maybe just foreshadowed what's coming next. This is Second Down right here on ESPN Radio. We'll get you our picks when we come back. Second Down on ESPN Radio is presented to you by the Uniform Source. Super Bowl 56 coming up this Sunday. You'll be able to hear it right here on ESPN Radio. PJ, it's time. I think you kind of
Yes.
gave it away
Kinda.
in the last segment there, but that's okay. We called a teaser here. The Rams currently 4-point favorites.
Mm.
But before we get to your pick there,
Mhm.
we got to get to the important one. Over under 48.5 points in this game.
Over.
Over?
Yeah.
I think so too.
There you go. What'd you say about betting the under?
You don't think you want to bet the under, baby?
There you go.
All right.
Over.
So we're going to go over. Now, Rams 4-point favorites. I think you kind of gave it away, but go ahead. Give us your official pick here for Super Bowl 56.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they get out early. They get out front early. The Bengals have actually, get this, only scored on their first possession 3 out of the 20 games they've played this year.
They were down, what, 21-3 against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wild
And the
stat
Chiefs had
for
the
you
damn
there.
ball on the 1 yard line. I'm not
Right.
mad because I like the Chiefs. I'm mad because I like football. You had the ball on the 1 damn yard line with
Yeah.
9 seconds left, and you threw 2 passes out of the shotgun. Get the hell out of
Yeah.
here.
Another
Sorry.
signature
Sorry.
stat. Another
Sorry.
signature stat for
Sorry.
this. The Rams have held the ball for 34 plus
Easy.
34 plus minutes in each one of their postseason games
Easy,
so far.
PJ.
So
It's a family show.
I think because of that, Rams get out front, Bengals battle back. I think the third quarter is going to be the most scoring, but I think the Rams are kind of going to go off there in that third quarter, pull away a little bit, and win by probably 9 or 10 points. So
All right.
give me the Rams to pull away there in the third and win this one.
I'm making this pick on the fly. I want you to know this. Like, I have been undetermined all week. And everything in my body is saying, hey, listen, the smart thing is to pick the Rams because they have the better defense.
Right.
They have, I say, a push at quarterback. They have better wide receivers, better offensive line. But there's something about Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah.
There's just something about him. I think teams rally around Joe Burrow. And I think a city has now rallied around Joe Burrow. He's that kind of person. Give me the Bengals. I've
Okay,
I've
all
ridden with
right.
them this entire postseason. I'm
You
going to
have
ride with
been.
them one more time. 3 and Outs coming up next right here on ESPN Radio. BJ Bennett, Ben Troop, and Kevin Thomas.